think first of all I'd like to present Rachel with the book for this year's fair, dedicated to her. So step right on up here. Don't be bashful. The book was dedicating this year's fair to you. Some flowers to show just the love and the fragrance that you bring to us. This gift is from everybody and everything that you've always helped do and just given so much of yourself. It just is a token of our love and appreciation back to you, and we thank you so much for your love and dedication, devotion to all of us. Thank you. Would you like to say a few words?
Well, this is quite a surprise. I knew I was being recognized, but I didn't know it was going to be so grandly as I've been recognized and had such nice, kind words, flattering words said tonight, and I do appreciate everything. This has truly been a labor of love. Even though it's been 40 years, and it's hard to believe that it's been 40 years, they've gone by quickly. And I've enjoyed working with so many people who've helped me. Couldn't have done it by myself, and Bob Thayer is one of those who helped. Carol Steele in the Parks and Recreation Committee Department, Marilyn Norris in the Extension Office. There are many, many people who have been my right hands, and as such, they deserve as much credit as I do, because there's no way that one person can accomplish anything. I see Elaine Stubblefield. She and Charles have been with the association for most of these years and have been the advertising chairman, and they've put this program booklet together each year. I hesitate to name names because I know I'll forget somebody, but it has truly been a labor of love. In 1970, in June of 1970, as Bob said, a meeting was called by Freedom Good, and we certainly want to give him the accolades. I don't believe that we would be here tonight if it were not for him. He was a visionary. He knew that we needed a Gloucester County Fair to honor people and to allow people to participate. And for his efforts, the organization was started. He was instrumental in getting this land purchased, and we purchased it. And as I've said to some, the one thing that we had dreamt about, had hoped for, was a community building, a joint community activities, premium department building. To date, we don't have that. We have a tent, but we need a building, and I hope that as we continue on with the county fair, that one day we will see a community building built on this property. I'll just name some of the people who, particularly early people, the early folks who worked with us. I think we'd be remiss if we didn't remember the key people, because in the early days we were working on a shoestring, so everybody just had to pitch in and do what they could. And I named Freedom Good, and there was Stanley McMullen. He's still around today, and we need to recognize him, remember him. John and Marie Keller, Louise Bond, who was our first president. Sue Oliver was active, if you remember Sue. William Tazwell, and I'll just remark about William Tazwell's ham sandwiches. That was his trademark. We had a fair food booth. William Tazwell cooked a great big ham each year and sliced it as thin as tissue paper almost, and made the best ham sandwiches. Mary Foster, Dorothy Evans, Ada Walker. And let me tell you about Ada Walker. She was around 80 at the time, and whenever I would speak to her, I would say, "How are you, Miss Ada?" And she would say, "I have no right to complain." And I have tried to live by that philosophy because truly we don't have much to complain about. The Kiwanis Club and Frank Wojak, Tom Nesbitt, Earl Dunkley, Dick Pape were active in the Kiwanis Club way back then. I mentioned Charles and Elaine, Janet Lee, Tommy and Elsie Dane, Elizabeth Gray, who loved participating in the fair and baking and canning to exhibit her wares. Earl and Virginia Meekins, Faith and Nelson Grum, the Ruritan Clubs, the Northstein family, all of their family, and they're as part of the Ruritan Clubs, and then as individuals they have supported it. And last but not least, my family.
Yeah, she's writing something right now.
My husband and daughter have been an integral part of this fair. They have been right there when I needed them. Kind of weary sometimes when I got those early morning calls or late night calls, or for my daughter when I pushed her to do the bingo, get that equipment down and get it ready. And as many of you know, we did operate a bingo game on Thursday nights for a number of years, which we met a lot of friends with that. So all in all, we've been involved in a lot of activities and have been supported by so many people. I appreciate the kind words from Louise Birds in the county. Thank you. From Rhoda Joe, I was happy to be a part of the literacy volunteers. All the things that have been said tonight, I truly appreciate, and I feel really honored to be recognized tonight. Thank you.
I'll say one other thing that Rachel told me last night. She said, "I'm ready to slow down, but I'm not ready to quit."